Super delighted and excited to be back with my dear friend, Sean Guerra, here from Tomo this month to talk about the housing update. So let's get right into it. Sean, the demand is really based on interest. And from this slide, you'll see that it's been all over the place since January, right? Because interest rates have been going up and down.
Interest rates are crazy right now, Mary. Super volatile. They change every single day, multiple times per day.
Yeah. With lots of reasons why that is. We went through some bank debacles and some other things. Fed's trying to slow us down, all those things that go along with that. But
Jobs either going up, job count going up or down. Yeah. Tons of factors that go into interest rates.
Awesome. So tell me what Sam Khater says, who's from Freddie Mac.
Yeah, Sam says that turbulence in the financial markets is putting significant downward pressure on rates, which should benefit borrowers in the short term. We like that.
Whoop, whoop,
we like that.
Go, Sam, go. Housing prices to go down 15 to 20%.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Do they actually do that, though?
Well, you're going to find out. But my short answer is no. So, I love this next slide about neuroscientists. Can you go ahead and read that?
Yes. Neuroscientists have found that people spend about 90% of their lives using what's called narrative circuitry rather than direct experience. So in other words, we spend about 90% of our lives telling ourselves what's happening. Yikes.
Yikes. It's a scary place, our minds. But I don't know if you're seeing this in your lane, but in mine, they come in and they say, oh, no. Prices are going to drop like 30%. Are you seeing that as well?
No, it's not happening whatsoever. I mean, if anything, we're seeing fractions of percentages that are making changes.
And the next slide really shows us that. As you can see, out in the West Coast, craziness. It's down.
In the West Coast, I mean, I think there's a lot of factors that play into that. Certainly the tech industry being one of them. But when you look at the numbers, everything else is green.
Yeah.
Home appreciation's still going up.
Yeah,
Imagine that. Real estate's a good investment.
It is. And getting a mortgage is even better, leveraging your money, if you're saying. But yeah, tell us what Selma Hepp said.
Yeah, so Selma says that declines in the West are due to the tech industry slowdown and a severe lack of affordability after decades of undersupply. Makes sense, right? I mean, when you look at the job market and you see all the layoffs, if you follow LinkedIn or anything like that, tech industry is tough right now. And that's where everyone lives. That's where those big companies are. San Francisco, even Utah, a lot of those markets, jobs are tough right now.
They are, which is, sad for everyone, but a lot of people from California are moving east. They're sick of it from that perspective. But, one thing is for sure, here in Southwest Florida, we're in the South Atlantic, year over year appreciation that they have come up by region. We're at 9.8%.
9.8%. And here's the thing. Every single day, we have people who are pre-approved with us who are still going up against multiple offer scenarios and cash offers. The market's competitive. Mm-hmm. And if you're buying a home right now, you're still in a really good spot from an appreciation standpoint.
I love that. If we look at month over month across the nation, there is a lot more downward swing in January, but we're going to see from the next slide why that is. It's a recovery of what happened. But again, Atlanta, Boston, Charlotte.
Yeah, but let's take a look at those numbers there. 0.2, 0.2, 0.1, 0.8. Like these are fractions of 1%.
Good point.
It's not significant.
So this is not gloom, doom, and despair by any stretch of the imagination. As you can see, Case-Shiller and FHA, those prices came down. We saw and you'll see the slide that we did last year, but we saw a turn in the market in April. Interest rates up, stock market down. But look, these prices came down in July, August, September for Case-Shiller said, but minor, very minor.
Yeah, 0.2, 0.3, 0.2. The highest one is 0.9. So not even one full percentage point.
Yeah. And that was month over month. And any month you can have some swings to that.
Totally. But like when you're buying a house, right? You're not buying it for a month.
That's a good point. You hope not. We hope you live in it for much longer than a month. Very good point. We have a couple of folks that have said some things. What's Black Knight saying?
Black Knight says all in home prices nationally are now down 2.6% from their 2022 peak. To me, that sure sounds a hell of a lot different than those headlines we looked at a couple minutes ago that said 15 and 20%.
It does sound a lot different for sure. And that was Black Knight's perspective. What's Mark Zandi at Moody's saying?
Yeah, and Mark says Moody's Analytics repeat sales, HPI, are down 2% from their peak last July. So he's not too far off from our other friend there.
No.
These are the guys that actually know the numbers, not the guys that are making up headlines.
I love that. And we have one more to this stack of parades here that we have. What's Bill McBride saying?
Bill says Freddie Mac reported that its national home price index is down 2.5% from its June 2022 peak. So again, the guys who know the numbers, the smart people, as I like to say.
Yeah, not me, I guess.
It's not all doom and gloom with them.
No, it's not from that perspective. So let's look at this. This is what they've fallen, and the three analysts are saying 2, 2.5, and 2.6. Right?
I'm not a mathematician, but I'd put that average at just about like 2.4, 2.3%.
I like those, and that's not much. Here, from that perspective. So what's happening here in Southwest Florida? I did these slides, so you're going to see some repeat. I always like to look at number of homes sold as we are year over year. So in 22 was about a little bit less than what we sold in 19. But I put this slide out in January, and look at the price change. So 0 is where they're butting up to. And if you look at what it was in December, can I swag over that? It was like less than 1% significantly. Price improvement, price increase here in Southwest Florida. Now this is the entire Sean MLS. Not broken out by market, Naples, Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Marco, etc. But I think those numbers really stand strong. And we had this thing in September called Ian that really blasted us down, where the market kind of stood still for a minute. I felt like I was in that movie of When the Earth Stands Still, because it just kind of paused. And that's normal after any storm. It's about 3.5 months for us to come out of it.
Totally. I was driving from Sarasota to Naples yesterday. I still saw signs that were bent in half and things like that. And when you look at this, what it says to me is homes are still selling, right? But the inventory is tight.
Yeah.
There's not much price change. So if you're in the market to buy,
Time is now. I'm going to show you, I really updated these for this year, and this is what happened in January, February, March. February and March, inventory is about the same. Prices went up January and February, and here in March, they came down actually about 2.some%. So we did see a price reduction, but again, this is overall MLS, and some homes can really sway in MLS, considering we have, tens of millions of dollars worth of homes, that if one of those big boys doesn't sell, it can sway the market. But again, still very minor. So, Sean.
It says to me here, if you're selling, or you're thinking about selling, still in a very good market to sell.
Yes.
And if you're buying, you better be ready to compete.
Yeah. Some of our markets have multiple offers. Some of our markets aren't. So it really depends market by market. And at some point, Sean, I think we should go through that at some point in the future. But today, to looking at this whole market it's time. If you're thinking about buying and or selling, the time is now. So the question I have is it time to move?
It's always time to move. If you need a place to live, we all need a place to live. It's never not a good time to move.
That's right. And if you got to move for your reasons. One, you want to downsize, you want to get upsize, you want to get to the beach, you want to have a second home, you want to have an investment. All those things are your reasons to move, not ours, but we sure would like to help you. Again, I'm Mary Bartos with the Bartos Group of Premier Plus Realty, and
Sean Guerra from Tomo Mortgage, Director of Sales and Business Development.
Can't wait to help you here in Paradise.